Hello, every single one on this call. I just want to say thank you for joining this call. I'm just going to give an update on Gbpjpy. It's only Monday and only one day is gone, but I feel like a lot's happened and a lot of information can be shared. So, what can we see? I said on the midweek update, sorry, on Sunday, what did I say? I said that if we can break above, where is Monday? Sorry, where's Sunday? So yeah, this is before the market opened. I said um, we need price to mm, tap into here and pump, or tap into here and pump. Okay, but I said I'm only going to enter. Let's say we get retracement here. I'm only going to enter if we can break and retest. Yeah, that's what I said. But if you look, we made a newfound resistance up here, a strong resistance, and you can see yes, thing data has changed. I've got more information, right? So this is a new resistance, and I don't really want to be buying below this area because we can easily see a potential double top and a leak down. And if I look, I saw a rejection, perfect. All I needed is a retest into this zone, but at the same time, after this has happened, I can see that wait, we're below this nice resistance now. So I don't feel comfortable buying below that. I just don't. It's very choppy. There's a lot of lows here, a lot of stop losses here. We can potentially see a stop hunt, and I'm not really feeling it too much. Like even if you just zoom out, that's not a key level, right? It's not a key level. It's just one 4 hour rejection area. So do I feel like it's a high probability zone? No. I think there's a better chance of us hitting, making money or making some profits if we can break this high and get on the retest of that. And you can see we closed back below this area right here. So we can see 172.182.500 was rejected. But the point is, look at the way this candle closed. There was a huge bullish momentum. Let me just show you on this chart. I think it's easier to see. There was huge bullish momentum. This candle right here. This candle right here. And what happened? We came into 182.500 and we closed back below. People would see it as a weak closure, but the way I see it is that huge momentum came in and we literally reversed. This candle just raced above and raced came back below, meaning that there was not much liquidity or volume in this candle as we thought. So we've come back below and now we're retesting 182,500. So again, if we can come above and retest this area here, I will look for buys. Other than that, I'm not looking for buys. I told you I'm only looking for buyers if we come back into this area of support for a triple bottom, for a triple tap. On the daily time frame, you can see we are forming high, a low, higher low, higher low, higher high, higher high, higher high, higher high. So we're forming high highs and higher lows. So I'm not going to look to sell right now. What I want is I want us to come back below this daily resistance. I want us to break below this wick and retest this area. And then if we reject this area, I'm going to look for sales down into here. Because there's a higher probability when price is down here that we're going to come back down here. If price is in this area, I believe there's a higher probability of us coming down there than pushing back up. So also what you can see is if we do come back below, let's go back to our other chart because it's a bit cleaner. If we come below this area right here, so if we come here like that, and we can get a retracement and we get some 30-minute engulfing there, we can see this is a resistance, 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 a previous 4 hour structural support which is broken and retested. Then we can look for sales down into here. And if we get a 30-minute engulfing or a 30-minute clean doji rejection, I'm going to look for buys back with my TP up here. Yep. And let's just say I missed that entry. Let's just say price moved too fast or I wasn't at my computer. I'm not worried about it because if we reject this area here, I'm just imagining the future, and we reject this area here and we're flying back up, I'm just going to get in here. It's on the hourly. I'm just going to wait for price to come back above here, retest this area, and I can go for an intraday buy into here. And I can get a nice risk to reward of 1 to 2 potentially. 1 to 2, maybe you wanna, yeah, nice 1 to 2 risk to reward. Or I see price potentially actually going into 184, even 184 for nice, but I would just keep my TPs there, and when we break that area, I'll go in for another entry. Or if price comes into here, you can potentially move your stop losses to break even. But yeah, so I'm not worried about no missing out, no entries, because there's so many opportunities that the market can present itself to us. So I'm very patient. I'm very, very patient. So what we want is you can take an aggressive sell. If we get another 4-hour rejection here, you can potentially put your stop loss here and take it down with your TP here, or even here. It's up to you. But for me, the highest probability scenario, the best chance I have at winning a trade, I believe, is if we break, if we retest, and then I'll look for sells down into here, and then buys here. If we just break below and we continue to leak, I'm going to leave it because I'm not sure where we're going to go to next. I'm not sure. We need to see. Yeah, but we will visit this area when the time comes, when we get there. But I think we're going to come here potentially if we reject. If we're going to fall, I think we're going to fall here. If we're going to rise, I'm going to buy when we break above this area here. Very simple. Very, very, very simple. You can see why I'm selling below, because we're going to break 4-hour structure. We're forming a higher lows and higher highs. If we can retest, break, structure, retest, nice resistance, previous structural support, boom, sell. And I will only sell here if we reject this area. I'm not just going to sell because price is there, broken structure. I need to wait for my final confirmations. You can take a conservative entry and wait for a 4-hour rejection, or you can take an aggressive entry and wait for a 30-minute rejection. It all depends on your risk appetite. Gbp AUD, what is going on? What is going on? Gbp AUD. So I think that so we had a huge rush above 1.9. We left a wick to the upside. We pinched above this high, and we left a doji showing us that momentum is slowing down. I think we're going to start dropping now. We're either going to drop into 1.9 or we're going to drop into 1.888. And if we get a 4-hour rejection here, I'm going to buy this back up into 1.91753. So my buys are here or here, so we're still waiting for the same thing. I think that we may pinch below these lows. If we're going to reject this area, we might get a wick like this, potentially to stop these people out, to capture some liquidity before we do pump to the upside. If we come here and we get a similar sort of rejection, if let's just say we get a huge bearish candle, so let's just say this shaded one's the bearish candle, and then we get a nice bullish candle, I'm going to enter. I'm going to put my stops. I'm going to put my wide stops because I think there's going to be some manipulations here. And then I will see what the risk to reward is. Boom, 1 to 2.6. I'm happy with that. Something like that. That's what I'm looking for, but we need to see what the market does, what happens. Preferably, I would prefer there to be a huge wick into this area. Something like this, and then price continues to maintain above on the 4-hour, and I can put my stops losses somewhere here, and we can take price to the upside. But if we just break below, I'm not doing nothing other than waiting for price to come here, because you can see we are clearly bullish on all time frames. Higher highs come here, boom. So yeah, that's what it is. Let's just do gold for everyone who trades gold. I've not looked at gold this week, so let's see. Maybe I have some chart work there already. I do from last week. Yeah, I see price coming into 1900. Let's see if price can maintain below this area and continue to reject here. We can see price roll over here. And if we reject this area, we can see continued upside moves. But, or if you're on the weekly, or we can come all the way down here, here, or even here. Yeah, we could maybe come into this area here and continue to rise up. But we shall see. I'm not worried about that. As of right now, what we want is price to come into 1900. 1900 is our target. We can see we're forming lower highs and lower lows. I can see that we are maintaining below this area right here. We tapped into this. We tapped into this area. We tapped into this area. Wicks into this area. Huge engulfing out of this area. If we come back and reject again, I can look for sells. You can start looking for sells to the downside. If we don't reject this area, we may come above, retest this area, and continue to the upside. If you want to go in more detail on the candles, we can see that we had a nice engulfing, then we reversed, and then we had a huge wick which stopped these people out, and then price returned to the upside. We had huge momentum. There was lots of volume in this candle, but you can see the day after that we lost volume, we lost power, we lost ammunition to the upside. We had this nice doji candle, respected this resistance where wicks came into the market, so money left the market, money came back into the market. We broke below these lows, candles closed below this zone. We tapped into this zone and momentum continued through. Then we came back and retraced, and we're leaving another wick to the upside. You can see we're rejecting 1935. You could say 1930 as well. Yeah, 1930. So if we continue to maintain below 1930, you can start looking for some sells. And if you reject 1900, which is a nice area of support, and key psychological level, a nice daily support, a nice 4-hour support as well, strong momentum. You can see when price came into this area, we shifted. When price came into this area, we shifted. So there's a potential if we reject this area, price can shift to the upside. Right, that's all from me. I will maybe come back to the charts on Thursday and we can see what is going on. We're doing this live and direct with each other. I'm not trading gold, so I just did it for you guys. But yeah, my focus is GBP, JPY, and Gbpjpy. Let's see how it goes. Thank you very much. I hope you all have a great, amazing trading week. Remember, stick to your rules, stick to your plans, stick to your high probability trades. I mean, especially if you're new, stick to your bias, stick with the trend. The trend is your friend. I know it's cliche, but it's true. Make sure you stick, unless you're experienced and you have 3-4 years in the market, you can start taking some trades against the trend if you understand the pair, if you understand the way the pair moves. And that's what I'm here for, especially for GBP, JPY. Thank you very much. I hope you have a great week.